Let's talk about place value for a few minutes. We started talking about this a little bit last week, and we really need to talk about it a little bit more now before we get started on our next math activity. So when you have a two-digit number, or you have a number that has two numbers put together, then that number has a tens place and it has a ones place. Let's use a number that we are familiar with. Let's use the number 13. The number 13 is written a 1 and a 3. So in the number 13, we have a 1 in the tens place and a 3 in the ones place. What about the number 19? How do we show that number on the tens and ones chart? 19, a 1 and a 9. So we would read it like this. A 1 in the tens, a 9 in the ones. That makes number 19. What about the number 20? It's different. 20. It starts with a 2 and has a 0 at the end. So the number 20 has a 2 in the tens place and a 0 in the ones place. Let's look at these numbers here. 13, 19, 20. Which two numbers have the same number in the tens place? The 13 and the 19 both have a 1 in the tens place. So if we look carefully at our 100 chart or piece of number chart over here, in the same row, you're going to find the 13 and the 19 because they both start with the same number in the tens place. Let's think about this number, 22. 22. Do you know how to write that number? 22. 22 is written like this, a 2 and a 2. It's a 2 in the tens place and a 2 in the ones place. Can you think of another number that would have a 2 in the tens place? When we say it, it'll say 20 something at the end. Maybe 23 or 21. All of those numbers have a 2 in the tens place. So we're going to take a look now at our number chart. And we need to fill in some missing numbers, but we have some special jobs to do while we're filling them in. So let's look at the top row. Remember, in the top row, way up here, this is the first row, and this number always stays the same. It's the first number that we say when we start counting. What's the first number we say when we count? We start with number 1. So there's where the 1 goes. Now let's go across the row. 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes next? 5. Let's keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You did it. You filled in the first row. Okay, let's try again. Let's look for all of the numbers that are in that have a 2 in the tens place. Does this number have a 2 in the tens place? No. Does this number have a 2 in the tens place? Yes. In fact, let's see what I can do here. With yellow, greenish yellow, let's circle all of the numbers that have a 2 in the tens place. They're all going to be in the same row. 21 has a 2 in the tens place. 22. 23. We're running out of time here. 24. And I'll fill in the rest of these. And I will see you in a minute.